Good evening, children. Here we are going to start social studies class. See, today we are going to handle geography as well as economics. See, first of all, resources and development. You may come across one mark questions now. Have you seen a blueprint? All of you. Resources and
Prabhakar sir.
development regarding.
Prabhakar sir,
Sir,
this is.
Sir.
Sir, you do one thing just before starting the class, just to inform the students why we are having the social class today. Because the next class is biology now. But still we are taking social only because there are 3 days for, instead of giving 3 days for biology, we are giving social for today. Okay. Sir, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
So as there is 3 days holiday for biology paper, we are conducting social class on today. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I will call Rajeshri madam and I will inform you. Okay, carry on with the class. Okay.
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 Children, today we are holding social studies class because it is a lengthy syllabus also, as well as next time it falls biology, but today it is given social studies today as well as on 28th also. Today I am going to take geography as well as economics. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. First of all, resources and development, let us see. Resources and development. In this, we come across one mark questions, 2 questions we will come across in the resources and development. Okay. Here you may not come across 2 marks, 4 marks, or 8 marks. One map pointing also you can find, especially from geography. Map pointing you can find from resources and development as well as manufacturing industries. Industries wherever they are located, I mean iron and steel plants, textile industries, etc. From iron and industries also, map pointing. Regarding forest and wildlife, you may come across 4 marks, 1 question. Okay, forest and wildlife. From water resources, we are going to have 1 8 marks question. Of course, in 8 marks, we'll have internal choice. Even in agriculture also, we have 1 question for essay question. That is 8 marks. I think if you prepare well from the water resources, you can get through. Otherwise, from agriculture also, you may come across 1 more question. That is a 8 marks question. Regarding mineral resources, 4 marks, 1 question. Manufacturing industries, 1 mark, 1 question you come across, 2 marks, 1 question. And in the manufacturing industries, we can find 1 map pointing also. Industries means some industrial areas. Otherwise, Salem in Tamil Nadu, Visakhapatnam, other industrial areas, we have to prepare thoroughly for map pointing purpose. As well as lifelines of national economy, can get 1 2 mark question. And in map pointing also, we may come across 2 items. In lifelines means maybe national highways, railways, otherwise international airports, seaports, etc. We may come across. Okay. Regarding geography, resources and development, see once. In resources and development, we may come across 1 mark 2 questions now. Regarding 1 mark, what are resources? The abiotic resources, biotic resources, we may come across, as well as sustainable existence, sustainable development. Development in the sense, the development whatever we have, it cannot be affected to the future generations. It can be passed on to the next generations without fail. That is what we call sustainable development. The resources we have to utilize properly. At the same time, it can be passed on to the next generations continuously. Otherwise, if we use the resources at a rapid speed, what happens? The coming generations may be affected. So that in the resources, we can find sustainable existence, sustainable development. What are resources? Resources definition. At the same time, what is wasteland? The land which is left over for many years without cultivation may be called wasteland. Rocky, arid regions, desert regions, which are not at all suitable for cultivation. They are called badland topography also. As well as regarding one book we may come across here. Swan is beautiful. Who wrote this one? Schumacher wrote this book. Swan is beautiful, especially this book only. The sustainable development first time it has been mentioned. That is why it gained importance. Next, which report introduced the concept of sustainable development? That is especially Brundtland Commission report in 1987. It mentioned about sustainable development, especially that is the commission you have to keep it in mind. That is called Brundtland Commission report in 1987. Okay, that you have to keep it in mind. What is Agenda 21 also see once? Agenda 21 is a plan of action to achieve sustainable development. Agenda 21. The objective is to every local government should involve in this matter and they have to utilize the resources in a proper way. That is what you call Agenda 21. Okay, that you have to see properly. Who wrote the book? Small is Beautiful, Agenda 21, as well as sustainable existence, sustainable development. What are resources? As far as possible, try to see all definitions. You may find the definitions, especially in examinations. Okay. In this, also see some of the questions related to rumors, we may not get it, but regarding soil erosions, soil erosion in the sense sheet erosion, gully erosion, whenever large gullies develop, it is called gully erosion. We can find in the Ganga, Yamuna valleys, wherever the rivers flow quickly, we can find gully erosions in North India. The sheet erosion, soil erosion. What is called soil erosion definition? See, as well as sheet erosion, soil erosion. Next, types of erosions. Next, what are the different types of soils? For example, laterite soil, laterite soil, laterite soil, as well as alluvial soil, which are very suitable for the cultivation of all the crops. Next, black soils is also called black cotton soil. Black soil or black cotton soil. Cotton soil also it is called. Why it is called cotton soil? Black cotton soil. Why it is called so? Because cotton is the ideal crop grown here. Black soils are more suitable for cultivation of cotton. So these are called black cotton soils. Okay. Next, you can find Earth Summit held in 2022 and held at which city it was held? Stockholm, Sweden. Okay, such type of questions. Even laterite soils are more suitable for terrace cultivation, just like tea, coffee cultivation also. Laterite soils are used. Next, what is the meaning of shelter belt, strip cropping, etc.? You better prepare thoroughly. Strip cropping, terrace cultivation means step by step cultivation practice on the hill slopes for tea, coffee cultivations. Strip cropping, because whenever it rains, it can be rained off. Otherwise, these crops may be rotten. That is why step by step the soil is arranged in the form of strip cropping, otherwise terrace cultivation. Terrace cultivation. Terrace cultivation, especially tea and coffee. Tea and coffee cultivation is practiced in the hill slopes of mountains. In West Bengal, Assam, we can find tea cultivation. Coffee, especially Karnataka region. The areas also try to see properly what are shelter belts. Thus, there are some protective measures to save the soil from the natural elements. Otherwise, human interference because of the overgrazing, mining activities, deforestation, soils are disturbed. They are eroded for years together, so they may not be useful for cultivation if they are degraded. That is why soil conservation methods also see types of erosions, gully erosion, sheet erosion, and what is called khadar, bangan, soil sigurd, khadar soil. It is called khadar, what is called bangar. The new alluvial soil is called khadar soil. It is deposited at the foothills of the Himalayan mountains. Newly formed soil is called new alluvial soil. This is called new alluvial soil. Is called khadar soil. Whereas the water alluvial soil, water alluvium, is called bhangar. Of course, both are useful for cultivation of all crops, but especially khadar soils are more useful for cultivation of crops, as well as regal soils, top resources, such type of features you may come across. The map, especially these soils also thoroughly followed. Wherever alluvial soils are found, they are especially found in the Ganga Yamuna river valleys, as well as in the coastal areas. Alluvial soils are formed between Krishna Godavari deltas. Okay, the river courses we can find these alluvial soils, the mountain slopes. Otherwise, there are desert regions. We can find arid soils, they develop in the semi-arid conditions with a lack of rainfall. We can find this type of arid soils, sandy soils, etc. Next, how human activities are responsible for the land degradation. You know that mining activities, overgrazing, over irrigation, faulty agricultural practices, etc., are responsible for the, soil or land degradation, we can say. Like that, in first lesson, try to prepare thoroughly Agenda 21, some soils and their types, etc. You better follow. Where is the forest and mountain regions? In Himalayan regions, we can find forest and mountain regions. Red and yellow soils. We can find mostly in Orissa. Name the arid soil region. Rajasthan. Mostly Western Rajasthan falls under sandy desert, Thar desert. That is why we can find arid soils in Rajasthan desert area. The Krishna Godavari river delta, we can find alluvial soils. By seeing map also, you can easily write this type of questions. A map may be given here, especially coming to the second topic, see now in geography, forest and wildlife resources. Here you may come across 4 mark question. In the second topic, forest and wildlife. Forest and wildlife. Okay. Here 4 marks you may come across. Only 4 marks according to blueprint. Okay. Regarding 4 marks, of course, sometimes 2 mark questions also may come across, but you have to extend properly. Okay. We should not expect only 4 marks means 4 points only should be available like that, not. Sometimes whatever you prepared in 1 mark also, you may find in 4 marks. Just like the second lesson, see all of you, what is biodiversity? The different biodiversity of a flora, fauna, whatever it provides our ecosystem is called biodiversity. We have to, there is a reason to protect our wildlife, forest regions, so as to maintain ecological balance on the earth. Okay. The definitions you have to follow thoroughly, and classification of forest areas. How are forests classified? Reserved forest, protected, as well as unclassified. How do we find reserved forest, etc.? Thoroughly prepare. Next, flora and fauna. Tiger reserves in India. There are different tiger reserves because tiger population has been dwindling. Its number has been decreased from 55,000 to 1827. That is why Government of India undertook Tiger Project in 1973. Tiger Project. Especially try to follow these years properly. National Wildlife Protection Act 1972. You may get confused. Don't get confused. Tiger Project has been organized in 1973. Its main aim is to protect the tiger population across the country because it has been dwindling gradually. The declining trend has been noticed. That is why many wildlife sanctuaries, tiger national parks are organized. For example, in Uttarakhand, Jim Corbett Park, Corbett National Park, Manasa Tiger Sanctuary, as well as Periyar in Kerala region, Sarishka National Park in Rajasthan. Like that, there are many. Sundarban National Park, especially in West Bengal, Manas Tiger Reserve in Assam, Periyar Tiger Reserve, Corbett National Park. Of course, it is named after Jim Corbett National Park. Like that, there are many tiger reserves. You may come across that question, see, thoroughly follow it. 4 tiger reserves in India, as well as Chipko movement. Regarding some movements in this lesson, Chipko movement also you may come across. What is called Chipko movement? Chipko means the people used to embrace the trees. Chipko meaning is to hug the trees. They used to hug the trees, especially in Uttarakhand area. Uttarakhand, in Himalayan mountains areas, the traders used to cut the forest. Deforestation has been followed here. People prevented in the name of Chipko movement. Chipko meaning what? used to hug the trees. They used to stand by around the trees, interposing their bodies. They prevented the cutting of the trees. It has been successful. That is why in many states it has been become a model. Chipko movement, especially you have to prepare thoroughly Chipko movement. Okay, in the Himalayan mountains, it has been successful because people, even women also organized this movement. 4 marks here, reserved forest and protected forest also in come across. Reserved forest and protected forest. Reserved and protected forest, its differences. Protected forest. Reserved forest, nearly half of the forest area has been under reserve forest. These are more valuable because nobody can enter these projects. Okay, these are followed by strict government rules according to National Forest Policy 1952. These forests have been classified. Protected means nearly 1/3 area is under protected forest area. Here activities like logging, grazing, etc. are prohibited in these forests. Okay, in even flora and fauna, which can be protected. That is why nobody can enter in the reserved forest. The differences thoroughly follow. At least if you come across in 4 months also, this side 3 points, that side 3 points, you can write. Okay. Nextly, if I come across in this, some paragraph questions also see. Okay. That Gautam Buddha statement, the tree is a peculiar organism of unlimited kindness and benevolence and makes no demand for its sustenance. Like the paragraph C, follow it thoroughly. At the same time, Project Tiger, one paragraph is there. Based on the paragraph, I mean, these are textual paragraph questions according to this categories. Okay. Textual paragraphs also will be given. From that, you will be asked sometimes questions. Otherwise, you have to reproduce it again, having seen the paragraph. Like that also you may be given some questions. Here in this lesson, we can find some tiger reserve sea, Corbett National Park in map pointing, Sundarban National Park, especially near Calcutta only, you can mark it. National Park, Sariska Wildlife Sanctuary, located in Rajasthan, Periyar Tiger Reserves. Like that, you better prepare thoroughly. Here, Uttarakhand, AP, Kerala, Jammu and Kashmir. Try to see in the map pointing also. Okay. So here you may not come across 8 marks. 8 marks may not be given, especially according to blueprint. Here 4 marks only. Regarding water resources. Go to water resources once. Water resources. Especially you can find 8 marks question in water resources. 8 marks. Okay. Tiger project. Yes, you have to write properly. Chipko moment, wherever it took place. Next, what are called reserved forest, protected forest, and so on, unclassified forest, and so on. The third, you can find 8 marks. Here, water resources. The third one is water resources. Water resources. Here, water resources in the sense the water bodies, rivers, and how the meticulous programs have been followed in different states for utilizing water in a proper manner. Here you may come across only 8 marks. You may not get 1 mark. Of course, if you have read it already, don't try to leave it. You try to revise them once. Okay, whatever you have read already, what are called girls. Okay, try to revise once again. But most probably here you can find only one essay question, 8 marks. That too, you can find in option also. Option may be given from agriculture. Long answer questions, you try to concentrate here. The water resources. Explain the need of water conservation. What are the water conservation methods? Okay, conservation of water resources. How, by means of various methods we followed. Conservation means proper utilization. Power exploitation of water resources lead to the scarcity of water resources. Efficient irrigation practices. Efficient means because groundwater resources are overused. In states like Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, the groundwater resources are getting declining day by day. They are going near 3 to 4 meters depth down because they are not at all replenished. That is why water scarcity is a common in India. Though India is in a tropical region, we are able to receive the monsoon rainfall in a proper time, but many states in India are facing water scarcity. That is because of intensive industrialization as well as over exploitation of the resources, domestic purpose, because of the heavy population also. It is also one of the reasons. Urbanization, rapid urbanization. There is a dire need for urban people daily. They have to utilize for many purposes. So conservation methods. Next, why Jawaharlal Nehru proclaimed dams as temples of modern India. Temples as modern India. Temples of modern India. Temples of modern India. Okay. Which one? I mean, reservoirs. Dams. Dams are regarded as temples of modern India. Okay. It is cited by Jawaharlal Nehru. How? Because they provide a number of purposes. Multinational projects were built across India after we getting independence. For example, Bhakranangal, the largest dam in India. The Hirakud project, longest dam in Orissa. The Orissa region, you can find across Mahanadi River. Hirakud project, as well as Nagar Sagar, across River Godavari. They are building a Porvaram dam. Okay. Bhakranangal dam. Here, one of the largest dams in the world, Bhakranangal dam. Hirakud project, the largest dam, longest dam in India, especially Sardar Sarovar dam across Narmada River. Dams have been appreciated in the beginning, but later on, they were opposed by farmers because of they have lost their natural habitat, especially in the Sardar Sarovar dam area. They organized the NBA movement, Narmada Bachao Andolan, NBA movement. The dams actually have multi purposes, but later on, in the beginning stage, after we getting independence, they have been appreciated by people. But whenever large dams are organized, people slowly oppose it because they have lost their living conditions, natural areas, forest areas are drowned. Okay, damaging ecosystem, as well as many multinational companies are getting benefits. instead of the local people. That is why some hackathons were organized. Of course, they are regarded as peoples of modern India by Jawaharlal Nehru. Why? Because we are getting many benefits of the projects: navigation, fishing, tourism. Okay, like that we are getting many benefits. That question try to follow properly. Hydropower, irrigation, drinking water, inland navigation, fishing, etc. We are getting multiple purposes. That is why these are called multi-purpose projects. Projects benefits thoroughly prepared here in the long answers, 8 marks. The rainwater harvesting scheme, see from this lesson. Rainwater harvesting schemes, rooftop rainwater harvesting schemes in Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, etc. states, Meghalaya. These objectives. What are the main objectives and features of the National Water Policy 2002? The main objectives, thoroughly prepare. Next, multi-purpose dams and their objectives. How these are called modern temples in India. Explain the importance of water resources. Thoroughly prepare. Importance of water resources. Importance of water resources. Importance of water resources. For domestic purposes, urban and domestic use, energy generation, they are getting power generation now. Power is generated. Across the rivers, many dams were constructed. Okay, the power generation, as well as industries, agriculture, there are many benefits. Industries also, they are competing with agriculture. That is why there is a need to compromise. That is the reason also why we are facing water scarcity in India. Here, most probably may come across Bhakranangal Dam. Sometimes, here though map is not given in this topic, in blueprint map is not given here. But sometimes in general it may be asked. Some rivers. The upcurve try to mark Godavari River where it starts from Nasik in Maharashtra. Next down curve can try to mark River Krishna down one more river. Okay, Penna River as well as Tamil Nadu, these rivers and the river faced some disputes also trying to see. Godavari river water issue, Krishna river water issue between the states of Maharashtra, AP, Babli project, as well as some dam issues also raised in India. Almaty dam issue, whenever its height increased, it has been a dispute between AP and Karnataka. Like that, some issues also regarding dam and their problems. The academic activities and so on, mostly try to follow only long answers are here. Of course, if you have read it already 2 marks, 4 marks, don't try to neglect. Try to revise them once again. You may come across somewhere else. Okay. The thorough preparation is required for preparation. Multi-purpose river projects, advantages. The dams that were constructed to control floods have triggered floods also. Flood. That question also try to follow thoroughly. Next in the after water resources, agriculture, see. Fourth one is agriculture. Agriculture. Agriculture also you may find 8 marks question. 8 marks in choice. If you prepare thoroughly in water resources, you can leave it. Otherwise, agriculture also you can find some questions, especially essay question you may come across. Agriculture. Here also short questions you may not come across. Short questions in the sense KCC, Kisan credit cards, etc. You came across in objective test. Okay, sericulture, its meaning. Silkworms. Production of silkworms is called silk production, sericulture. Next, important source of fibers, cotton, jute, and so on. Here, most probably, 8 marks question, you can find long answer C. Explain the importance of agriculture in India. Explain the importance of agriculture in India. Importance of agriculture. Why India agriculturally based country? Most of the people are dependent on agriculture for their survival. That is why agriculturally based country ours is. So agriculture play a major role in people's economy. Okay. So related to agriculture, importance of agriculture in India. See, importance of agriculture. Importance of agriculture. Its importance. Of course, it provides employment generation. Large number of people are dependent on agriculture for their survival. We may come across in the primary sector activities, agriculture, mining, etc. Find under primary activities. Source of food. It provides the major source of food that provides to all the people in India. Raw materials for industries. It is also providing raw materials like cotton, sugar cane, tobacco, tea, coffee, etc. Mostly, a number of industries are dependent on agriculture. Many agro-based industries are dependent on agriculture. Livelihood support, cultural significance, and so on. The what are you write? Try to write the answer very legibly by writing side headings. Okay. Intensive subsistence farming and commercial farming. You may come across. Compare intensive subsistence farming. Intensive subsistence farming. Farming and commercial farming. Differences. Commercial farming. Intensive subsistence. So whatever we cultivate, we are consuming. That is not subsistence farming. We are using the old methods and so on. Okay. Old implements are used, mostly manual labor is utilized by using inputs like manuals and so on. The commercial farming is practiced in Punjab, Haryana. Large areas are cultivated, of course, by means of paddy, jowar, wheat, etc. are cultivated on a large scale. Commercial farming. For example, paddy is cultivated in Punjab on a commercial basis. They do not eat. They used to export paddy, basmati rice. You may find in our rice, basmati rice. It is cultivated by Punjab, Haryana, etc. They used to export to far-off countries through commercial farming. But whereas subsistence farming, it is practiced in Orissa, and whatever they cultivate, they try to eat. That is called subsistence farming means. We also, the small land holdings, whatever we cultivate, paddy, wheat, etc. If we are utilizing, that is called subsistence farming. The differences see thoroughly. More than one crop is cultivated here, one crop is cultivated in the fields. The labor intensive farming. Here farming is practiced mechanized farming. Okay, mostly machinery is used here. Like that questions try to see. Of course, if you prepare thoroughly all lesson, water resources, you can find in a choice agriculture. The chance is there. Anyhow, try to revise these questions thoroughly. Long answer, especially commercial farming. Explain about slash and bound agriculture and how it is known by different names in different states, etc. Try to follow. Importance of agriculture in India. Okay, and so on. Children, see, can share the screen now. You can find some river system, see now. Rivers like Ganga River, see. River Ganga. Its main tributary is Yamuna River, see. Next here Gagra, Gandak, Kosi River, see here. It is called international river because it joins the Ganga River at Hanuman Nagar, and here Kosi project was built. A large dam was built here at a higher elevation, Kosi project. It is called international project because its benefits are shared by Nepal and India. Kosi project, Gandak River, Ghagra River, Gomati River. These are all Ganga rivers, Ganga River tributaries. Yamuna is the largest tributary of Ganga River. Okay. Next, down see Narmada River. Here, Scott, we lost that. Okay. See, children, wherever you find Narmada River, see, across Narmada River only Sardar Sarovar Dam was built. Wherever I kept that arrow mark, see, where here Narmada Bachao Andolana was also organized, I told you. Especially it was built at Gujarat. Narmada Sardar Sarovar Dam. Actually, it took many years for its inception. Why? Because it has been opposed by the local people, tribals especially opposed. In Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, these people opposed this river project. Next here see Sabarmati River, Mahi River. These are called west flowing rivers. Here Loni, it is called only internal river. It flows through Thar Desert. Of course, the Loni River, these are called west flowing rivers. Mahi, Sabarmati, Loni, Narmada, Tapati, Tapi River. These are all called west flowing rivers. Here coming across to in eastern side, see Mahanadi. Here only Hirakud Dam was built. Here Chilka Lake, the saltwater lake. Here Damodar River. It is called Sorrow of Bengal. It joins the Ganga River, Ganga main river. See, Ganga joins to the east of Bengal, forming a great delta called Sundarban Delta. Here Brahmaputra, again it is joined by Ganga River, where it is called Patma River in Bangladesh. River Ganga is called Patma River. Its curve, see, it is called Patma River in Bangladesh. Here it is River Brahmaputra. The joint stream of Brahmaputra and Ganga is called Meghna River. Here, see the joint stream. It joins the Bay of Bengal to the east of Bangladesh. Here, Chilka Lake, Kollir Lake, see between Godavari, Krishna rivers. Here, Godavari River, its tributaries, Indravati, Penganga, Vainganga. Here, Krishna River, its main course is in Karnataka, AP. Okay. Krishna here Nagarjuna Sagar project was built, as well as Srisailam Dam. Here Penna River and down Kaveri River. Kaveri River is shared by Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, as well as Kerala. The people of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka, they're sharing the benefits of the Kaveri River. Kaveri River also disputed area only. Between Kerala and Tamil Nadu, there are disputes. Here Pulikat Lake, it is also saltwater lake. Here Kollir Lake, between Krishna and Godavari, it is a freshwater lake. So these are about some rivers. Here see Satluj River. Here only Bakranangal Dam was built. Across Satluj River. Actually, Bias, Satluj, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, these are 5 tributaries of Indus River. These are mostly joining the Indus River, and Indus River flows through westward. It joins the Arabian Sea near Karachi region. Okay. Here Brahmaputra River Sea. Brahmaputra River also flowing through east, and near Arunachal Pradesh takes a largest U-turn near Namcha Barwa peak and flows through Assam, Meghalaya, again joined by Ganga River, where it is called Meghna River. Thus, we can find this river system. Here Manasarovar Lake, where it is a source of some rivers like Indus, Brahmaputra, etc. rivers rise. Okay, try to follow thoroughly this river map as well as dams also. Okay. Okay, children, now we will come across minerals and energy resources. See now, minerals and energy resources. Here we can find 4 marks question. Minerals and energy resources. 4 marks. Minerals and energy resources. Minerals and energy resources. 4 mark question you will come across. Agriculture only 8 months. I told you already that may be in choice also. To prepare thoroughly water resources, you can find it in agriculture question as a choice. Plus 2 questions will be given here in geography. Okay, one from water resources, one from agriculture. Like that, there is a chance for you. Dams. Okay, so I will develop చేయండి. రివర్స్ తో ఉన్న మ్యాప్ లేదండి అది ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది కదా ఇలా ఉన్న ఇంకో మ్యాప్ పెట్టచ్చు ఇది బెటర్ ఇది ఉంచండి డెవలప్ చేయండి స్క్రీన్ అలా క్లియర్ కనపడలేదు కూడా children, in minerals and energy resources, we can find the questions like 4 marks questions, especially 4 marks you will come across. Mention the various energy resources. 4 marks in. Here, conservation of energy resources, you can find. What is the need for conservation of energy resources? Energy resources, we know that renewable, non-renewable resources are there. We are utilizing these resources at a fast, rapid speed. That is the reason. Okay, there is a need to conserve the resources also. Otherwise, we may face the scarcity of the resources in future. We discussed already regarding sustainable development. We consume all the resources nowadays, our future generations may be suffering a lot. That is why we have to pass down the resources, whatever we are enjoying, to the next generations also. Okay, here 4 marks in the sense suggest any 2 ways to conserve energy resources in India. See, what are the methods? Cautious approach. Public transport may be utilized rather than using individual transport. Okay, use non-conventional source of energy like wind power, solar power, and so on for cooking, for lighting purpose, domestic uses. We better use solar powers. Next, non-conventional resources of energy, better use. Switch off the lights and fans, etc., ACs whenever not in use. Don't try to neglect the electronic devices, electronic, goods like fan, ACs. Okay, switch off them whenever not in use. Try to adopt a cautious approach and so on. Okay, next, using non-conventional resources of energy, etc. We have to follow. Next, know the importance of thermal energy. Thermal energy means by means of coal. Coal-based energy is called thermal energy. At the same time, some paragraph questions also thoroughly follow. India is a tropical country. That paragraph, petroleum or mineral oil. Next, major energy source in India after coal. Importance of coal also thoroughly prepare. Importance of coal. Coal and its types. Okay, there are some types of coal resources in India, and wherever they are available, sometimes you may come across in map pointing also. Why conservation of minerals is necessary? Okay, what are the methods we are using for mineral conservation? How mineral conservation methods are used? Next, major iron belts in India also you may come across in 4 marks. Next, types of coal, anthracite, highest quality coal is anthracite, bituminous, most popular coal in commercial use. Metallurgical coal, it is called lignite, the low grade coal. Lignite coal is mostly available in Tamil Nadu. Lignite coal is available. Okay, in an Neyveli region, lignite coal is available. These are the major types. Peat, it has low carbon and a high moisture content. Peat means it is formed by means of burying the forest areas, etc. Peat is found. Whereas most valuable or highest quality coal is anthracite. Bituminous, it is commercial coal. Lignite, it is low grade brown coal, it is called. Types of coal also see, you may find in 4 marks. Next, energy saved is energy produced. You can find damn sure. Energy saved is energy produced. Energy saved is energy produced. Energy produced. If we are saving the energy, that is only production of the energy. We should not damage, should not waste these resources. See, energy saved is energy produced. You can find 4 marks as well as 8 marks also it is there. Try to follow as many points as possible. Because we better follow these energy saving methods like using LED bulbs, use saving devices, bulbs, tube lights, LED bulbs, ACs, by using CNG. Okay, public transport, non-conventional resources. These points to be covered in energy saved is energy produced. Okay, energy saved is energy produced. But follow these methods. Most probably you may come across this question. Energy saved is energy produced. Okay, newly examination CBS syllabus also it is given. Okay, not only in the state CBSC, also energy saved is energy produced. They are also thoroughly preparing. Next one is here. Various conventional energy sources in India: hydropower, natural gas, petroleum, coal-based. Coal is the major base in Jharkhand, Orissa, Chhattisgarh. Firewood, cattle dung cakes is traditionally in rural areas. Okay, lignite in Tamil Nadu. I told you lignite coal is available in Tamil Nadu, in a Neyveli region, and major industries, urban centers use these resources. Okay, energy conventional energy resources, their types, etc. also try to find out. Okay, like that, the minerals and energy resources, you can find 4 months future. These you have to prepare thoroughly. And once again, see, students, you can share the screen now. Regarding project C now, some projects you can observe. Hirakud Dam C across Mahanadi, where in the curve you can find Hirakud Dam, and here Sardar Sarovar Dam. Here, okay, Sardar Sarovar project across Narmada River. Next, Tehri Dam across Tehri. Here, see across Ganga River, Tehri Dam. Okay, Bhakranangal Dam here across Satluj River. Next, here Nagarjuna Sagar project across Krishna River. Tungabhadra Dam across Tungabhadra River. And here near here Polavaram Dam across Godavari. Here Mettur project across Kaveri down. Like that, try to follow some dams also, dams and rivers, especially Nagarjuna Sagar, Hirakud Dam, Bhakranangal Dam, Tehri Dam, and the disputes related to Narmada River, Sardar Sarovar Dam, because NBA movement was organized by the people of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, because in Narmada Valley, the people opposed this river project, especially in Tehri Dam region also, because the people have lost their natural vegetation, their natural habitat, they lost their agricultural lands, forest areas. That is why they oppose it. Okay, in that sense, try to follow thoroughly rivers, dams, as well as lakes. Nextly, next lesson coming to manufacturing industries. You can find 1 mark, 2 mark, and 1 man pointing also. Here, manufacturing industries, chapter 6. Manufacturing industries. Manufacturing industries, you can find 1 mark and 2 mark pictures. 1 mark, one picture, 2 mark, as well as one map pointing also. You can find map pointing item. Here, in the manufacturing industries, 1 mark pictures, especially definitions follow thoroughly. Okay, what is manufacturing? Basic industries mostly. You can come across basic industries. Basic industry means what? Basic industry. The industries which supply their products as raw materials for the other manufacturing purposes. Iron and steel, cement, power supply also basic only. Power supply. But fan is a consumer good, power is a basic good. Iron and steel, basic good industries, these are called copper smelting, aluminum smelting. These are all called, so definition is, it can be written properly. Okay, basic good industry. The basic or key industry are those which supply their products as raw materials to manufacture other goods like iron and steel. That definition you have to follow. Sometimes, I mean, 1 mark, 2 mark also you can come across. Next, what is manufacturing? Okay, regarding here, mostly 1 mark, you can see here. Which city is called Silicon City? Bangalore. Why MNC has been set up? Multinational companies were invited. Okay. After India getting independence, especially during the time of P.V. Narasimha Rao as a Prime Minister of India, next to Rajiv Gandhi as a Prime Minister, many multinational companies were invited here. Later on, many companies came to India and they collaborated with Indian industries, and the Indian industries also, these companies reached to the position of the MNCs, multinational companies, Mahindra and Mahindra, with Ford's company, Ford's Motor Company in America, like the multinational companies. Why MNC has been set up? When the first jute mill was set up in India, 1855, at a restaurant near Kolkata, like that questions. How do air pollution is caused? How do thermal pollution occurs? Thermal pollution means because it is coal-based, no, we can find much more dust. Okay, respiratory troubles may come. Thermal power to drain into rivers and ponds. Thermal dust, etc. may be discharged into rivers, and the river and the water courses may be polluted. And the respiratory troubles also we can find thermal pollution. Next, bauxite. Which industry uses bauxite as a raw material? Bauxite. Bauxite. Here, aluminium. Aluminium. Its major source is bauxite only. From bauxite only, aluminum is made up of. Okay. It is a metallic mineral. Okay. Next, which city is known as Electronic Capital of India? Expansion, BHEL, TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Company. Okay, NALCO, National Aluminium Company Limited. Like that questions you may come across. Which port handles export of jute goods from India? Kolkata port. Kolkata port is also called is a river-based port because from Hooghly River it is nearly 140 kilometers away from the sea. That is why river-based port it is called. Some ports are also in India. Next, what is El Dorado? It's South America famous for. It is famous for gold now. Try to revise this type of one mark questions. Next, what are the agro-based industries? Jute, silk, sugar, etc. These are called agro-based industries. One mark and two mark. You can find here one mark and two mark questions. Okay. Especially here, consumer good industries. What are basic good industries? Give examples. In 2 marks, what are basic good industries? Give examples. Appreciate the cement industry. First cement factory set up in Chennai in 1904. Cement industry. Its main raw material is, okay, cement factories. Limestone is the main raw material for this industry, cement industry. Define mineral-based industries: iron and steel, cement, aluminium, machine tools, petrochemicals, etc. are called mineral-based industries, as well as agro-based industries. These you have to prepare thoroughly. Agriculture gives boost to the industrial sector. Support this statement. Prepare thoroughly that one. Agriculture gives boost to the industrial sector because agriculture only it is providing many raw materials required by the factories and industries, just like cotton textile industry, sugar industry, okay, and so on. Here, map also mostly find it to 50 pages in your material. Here, Visakhapatnam steel plant is there. Durgapur, West Bengal, Durgapur steel plant, Rourkela in Orissa. These places try to follow thoroughly. Jamshedpur in Jharkhand, Bokaro steel plant. Okay, these locations you have to follow thoroughly. especially in map pointing. Here steel, in some industries you may come across. Here Visakhapatnam steel plant, here Rourkela in Odisha, okay, Durgapur in West Bengal, like they try to mark the map pointing regarding industries accurately. If we have doubt, try to put a dot and a, for example, Rourkela steel plant. This is upward sea. In Orissa, upward. Okay, down to Jharkhand. Bokaro steel plant, see. Bokaro also once upon a time in Bihar. Now Jharkhand. Jamshedpur. Jamshedpur in Jharkhand area. Bhilai steel plant. Chhattisgarh once upon a time in Madhya Pradesh. Now Bhilai steel plant. Durg. Indore in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Some iron and steel industries are located in Bhadravati in Karnataka. Bhadravati in Karnataka. Salem steel plant in Tamil Nadu. Just Salem steel plant. Chennai and here Salem steel plant. Salem in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Next, Bhadravati steel plant. Bhilai. Most probably you may come across Bhilai, Rourkela, Jamshedpur, Bokaro and Durgapur. These steel plants are of more important for map pointing. Jharkhand, Bokaro, Chhattisgarh, Bhilai, West Bengal, Durgapur. AP, try to mark one steel plant in AP means you have to mark Visakhapatnam steel plant. Like that, your map pointing also prepare thoroughly, as well as problems before the cotton industry in India. Cotton industry means old and traditional techniques, low output of labor, electric power supply, etc. are the problems. Next, main objectives are India's national steel policy C1s, as well as paragraph question. West Bengal, largest producer of jute. Why jute is largely produced in West Bengal region, Calcutta region? Because of labor is available, Hooghly River Basin, continuous flow of water bodies, and cheap available labor here, and jute is cultivated on a large scale in West Bengal region. So jute industry is mostly located here, Bengal, Bihar, Odisha, in these areas. Jute industry mostly located in and around Orissa, Uttar Pradesh. That labor is available, cheap labor is available. Based on this, where is the river Hooghly? It is in Calcutta. The Hooghly River is flowing. Name the states that supply labor at cheap rates. Okay. Next, one more paragraph question. Here, read the following and extract and answer the given questions. Basic or key industries, agro-based industries, cottage industries. Of course, small scale industries are called cottage industries. The industries which can be started nearby our home are called cottage industries. Okay, heavy industries. Of course, these are depend on that capital investment. Heavy industries, iron and steel, heavy industry. Okay, next page number 259. You can find map pointing once again. Bokaro steel plant, Jamshedpur, Bhilai, Vijayanagar means phosphate, Salem in Tamil Nadu, Durgapur in West Bengal. These try to follow thoroughly. Even from our material also, these map pointing items are available. Regarding next lesson, lifelines of national economy, lifelines of national economy, lifelines. The last chapter in geography, lifelines of national economy, seventh one, lifelines. Here we can find two map pointing and maybe choice also. Two more pictures, one map pointing also. Maybe national highways, National Highway 7 recently got 44 number. The numbers have been changed. NH5, which is passing through AP, Chennai to Kolkata. NH5. These numbers have been changed recently. NH44, the longest national highway in India, and the metro channels. Some new channels are introduced here in this lesson. Here you can find 2 mark as well as map pointing. 2 mark, one question. 2 map items may be given here. 2 mark in the sense here we can come across roadways still have an edge over railways in India that you may come across. Roadways, because roadways are more important than that of the railways, because these are accessible to remote areas. Construction and maintenance of roadways also easier than that of the railways. So try to follow that question. As well as roadways have an edge over railways. Support the statement with examples. You have to write the examples like door-to-door transportation is easy. Road transport easily can be operated than the rail transport, because rail transport cannot be operated in the mountain hilly areas. Recently only Sikkim, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh railway lines previously not there because of high elevated mountain areas. But roadways are accessible in all the remote areas, in the mountain areas, forest areas. As well as page number 296, try to follow map pointing regarding, airports, international airports, even Indira Gandhi International Airport, Delhi, Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport at Kolkata, Chennai International Airport, Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport at Mumbai, and Rajiv Gandhi International Airport at Hyderabad, that is only called Shamshabad International Airport. Shamshabad is Rajiv Gandhi International Airport. These airports also prepare thoroughly. Next, 6 main channels seen out. 6 main channels. Page number 296, you can find 15th question. Write about 6 main channels. Rajdhani channel, Metro channel, Green channel, Business channel, bulk mail channel, and periodical channel like there are recently added channels. These are to facilitate quick delivery of mails in large towns and cities. 6 mail channels have been introduced recently. Of course, you have to prepare this question also thoroughly. Next, table based question C. Question number 10. Broad gauge, meter gauge, narrow gauge, railways, and based on some questions. Next, what is international trade? Write about Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana, also prepare thoroughly. PMGSY was launched by the government of India. Its objective is to providing road to all unconnected villages in the name of PMGSY scheme. Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Sadak means road in Hindi. Gramina Sadak Yojana schemes. In remote areas also, roadways have been laid down during Rajiv Gandhi time also. The name of Jawahar Sadak Yojana, like that. Sadak Yojana means roadways developed during that time also. Likewise, regarding economics, you can find economics part 2. See at a glance now. Okay, in the development, you can find 1 mark and 4 mark questions. First one is in economics part, development. Second one, sectors of Indian economy. Sectors of Indian economy. Third one is money and credit. Money and credit. Fourth one, globalization and the Indian economy. And Indian economy. One is consumer rights. Consumer rights. Of course, we have prepared already, don't get worried about, but it is also marked scoring subject only. Development you can find 1 mark and 4 mark results. 1 mark and 4 marks come across according to blueprint. 1 mark and 4 mark. Sectors of economy you can find 8 marks. Sectors of economy. What sectors? Primary, secondary, tertiary sectors. Importance of tertiary sector. How it is playing a major role in Indian economy. Money and credit regarding banking activities and so on. See in development, 1 mark and 4 marks, 3 marks. The development. One mark and 4 marks you they come across here. Mostly, I mean that body mass index. How can you say girl or boy undernourished? Okay, thoroughly prepare. What is called net attendance ratio? What is per capita income? You know that the total income by total population of a country we can reach per capita income. It is also called average income. That type of questions. Definitions see well. What are called low income industries? What are called high income countries and low income countries? The countries whose per capita income is more than $12,056 per annum are called high income countries like America, France, Germany, Australia, like that countries. Our India falls under low middle income group countries. Middle income group countries means it's based on its per capita income. How is per capita income calculated also see. Next, give examples of criteria for the measurement of human development, as well as what is development, the definition. Different persons could have different as well as conflicting nations. Each person have a different goal, no. No two people have same goal. Goals are different. Okay. That type of question see. For development, people look at mix of goals. Write a short note on human development report. Human development report is published by UNDP, United Nations Development Program. It is better than the, World Bank report. That is why not only based on, academic activities, but social indicators are also taken into consideration in the human development report. That is why UNDP publishes every year how many countries are low income, how many are middle income group, how many are high income group countries like. Next, what is sustainable development? What do you know about renewable as well as non-renewable resources? Please try to prepare thoroughly. Human development is the essence of social development explained. 15th question C, 15 and 16. Next, based on the pie chart, based on the table, you have to draw a pie chart. Based on the pie chart, you have to draw the table. Otherwise, the bar graphs based on some questions. What is development? Explain why do different people have different developmental goals. Like that questions. We should be able to integrate environmental concerns with the idea of progress. Explain such type of questions. See, coming to second lesson. See now the sectors of the economy. Second one. Here you can find only 8 marks. Only 8 mark questions you can find. The next one you can find money and credit also it was choice. So it may come across in choice. Money and credit. Globalization 2 mark and 1 mark only. Here globalization 2 mark and 1 mark questions you will come across. Consumer rights 2 marks and 4 marks. 2 marks and 4 marks. Okay, thoroughly try to prepare these questions. Sectors of economy, see now. Sectors of economy, you find 8 marks. Don't bother about 1 mark and 2 mark questions. Here open unemployment, disguised unemployment, such type of questions. Next, organized sector, unorganized sector. Most probably you can find what is called organized, what is called unorganized. Differentiate. You can find in, I mean, the sectors of the economy. Primary, secondary, tertiary activities regarding some questions. Organized sectors, page number 95. Organized and unorganized sectors. You have to show the differences clearly. Okay, by drawing a table. Next, primary, secondary, tertiary sectors may be given in a graph like. Okay, we came across in some papers also this type of questions. Try to follow 8 marks only in this regard. 8 marks follow thoroughly. Page number 107. The diagram is there. Try to follow it. Page number 108. The diagram is there. Some MG and REG also called right to work explain. Try to follow it. Tertiary sector is different from other sectors. Try to learn thoroughly. Tertiary sector is playing a significant role in the development of the country. Do you agree or not? Support your answer. Okay, organized and unorganized. I told you already. Agriculture gives boost to the industrial sector. We discussed already in agriculture. Of course, we came across in economics also. Okay, these you will find in sectors of economy, 8 marks. Sectors of economy, I told you know what are the various activities fall under primary sector activities, secondary sector activities, tertiary activity means service sectors, banking, television, radio, computer, railways, okay, space, technology, these all come under service activities only. Agriculture is the most labor absorbing sector. Try to learn thoroughly. Public sector and private sector, organized and unorganized sectors, and graph questions. You can find truly these questions. Okay, only 8 marks. Here, money and credit also 8 marks. Maybe going in choice. Choice in the sense, don't neglect it. Here, banking activities, RBI. Role of RBI read thoroughly 146 page. Role of RBI. Next, formal sources and informal sources of credit in the country. I came across recently some papers. Formal sources in the sense banking activities. Okay, cooperative societies. Informal means money lenders, etc. That type of questions are only in a money and credit. The globalization 2 mark and 1 mark you can find the globalization. 2 mark and 1 mark questions. Globalization. Here you can find this diagram question also 172 page. Okay, observe the graph. That chart is given now. That type of question. Now globalization, 2 mark and 1 mark questions you can find. Globalization part. Here see how would flexibility in labor laws help companies. Page number 199. You can find. Okay, children, try to follow in the consumer rights 2 mark and 4 mark questions. We gave you already some important questions. Thoroughly follow. Let us meet in the next class. Okay. I wish you all good luck. Prepare well, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. On 28 in social class. Okay, thank you, my dear children. Please leave the children. Leave the online class now. The time is over now. That's